Hey there, strangers. It's time for another 2 p.m. PST Twitch stream. I'm your host, Strange Jim, and today we are going to be getting back into Warframe. Now, had some issues yesterday. Um, if you didn't catch the end of the stream there, well, everything pretty much crashed on me. So, um, I was getting some severe lag. Um, everything was just not trying to go out onto, well, I guess the plains of Helmuth, but it's not really the plains, is it? Um, um, my computer just could not keep up at that point. I set the um, I set the graphics to low before, and I don't know if that might have changed since then or anything along those lines, but it's getting harder and harder to play this game, unfortunately. Um, and Obviously, my computer is getting older and older, and the game is getting more and more advanced. So, um, I don't know what's going on. I kind of wish that I could take a look at um, DE's code on this and see if there's something that maybe I could do. But I mean, obviously, I'm a newbie, so I mean, um, don't really know if there's anything that I can do, to be honest, when it comes to along those lines. Um, in the back of my mind, I keep on thinking that they just keep on having memory leaks throughout their game. Um, but I mean, that's just pure speculation on my part. Okay. I say that because it feels like whenever I'm in a particular location for too long, things just start slowing down. Um, it does that when I'm in my ship. Um, when I stay on board my ship for too long, loading into a new mission feels like it's dragging on forever. Here, let me switch over to webcam here so you guys can kind of see. You guys can kind of see me right at the moment while I get my game loaded in, or at least try to. Whenever you're ready there, webcam. Webcam. What's going on here? Uh, do, 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 do. Okay. Okay, well, I guess my webcam's not really working right at the moment either. Hey, add that to the list. Jesus. All right, well, let me go ahead down and fix my webcam here, folks. Hold on a second. If it's not one thing, it's another, right? Well, we'll see whether or not we can get this kind of working again. Just unplug it for 10 seconds. And plug it back in, and let's see how we're gonna get our webcam back. Be nice. If that was even the webcam. I hope it was. Oh, nope, it wasn't. Haha. that was the wrong one.
Of course it was. Alright, let's see. I unplugged the wrong thing. Two, three, four, five, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay, let's try that. Okay, still not switching over. There we go. Finally a signal. Okay. Apologies on that. Alright. So. Yesterday was quite problematic. So yeah. I didn't even get any of the rewards from yesterday either, so it's like, okay, well, you know, what can I do? So, no, there was no grind whatsoever from, um, you know, the grind that I wanted to do on Helmuth didn't happen, so, and it's Cambrian Drift. That's what I need to, remember. Okay, I see on the news that there's Warframe has been nominated for Best Gaming Community. Not too bad. Not too bad. I mean, it's not that much of a surprise, seeing that the community has to basically support each other. Okay, let's go ahead and put this live. Get the sound up and going on this. Now I've made some changes on my end. You know, I did a little bit of cleanup once again on my computer to try to see whether or not there were some issues on my end. You know, some like background programs. I saw some programs were trying to get updates during the middle of my stream, and it's like, yeah, no, let's not do that. Um, so I removed those programs completely because, um, you know, just for anyone that knows, okay, uh, whenever you're doing any kind of like a server update or any kind of update whatsoever, okay, you want to do it during non-peak hours, okay? I mean, it goes for anything that's going on, you know, a server update, program update, work update, whatever, okay? You just don't want to do it when everything's super busy, okay? So when you have an updater that is trying to access its own server to try to get an update during my midstream, that's a problem. It should have been checking my internet usage at that point in time first before checking the server. you know, um, it would have seen the fact that I was using a lot of data usage, you know, a lot of download and upload, and it should have said, okay, we're going to hold off for now. That's what it should have done, but it didn't. So that program is gone. I don't need it. I don't want it. So I sent them a message saying, hey, I got these messages during peak usage. Maybe guys shouldn't do that anymore. So, hey there, Jedi. Still work. No worries there, bud. Um, Joining the Discord, couldn't hear you. Well, I haven't actually joined in the voice chat just yet. Or or wait, no, I just did. Okay. Um, so I'm there. You're welcome to kind of listen to me there if you want, but up to you. Okay, so um, I also got the suggestion of putting my stream on low latency. I don't know whether or not that's really going to help. Um, oh, yesterday? Yeah, no worries there, bud. No worries. Yeah, everything pretty much failed one thing after another. There was constant failures. So it was just a mess. Um, you know, I was kind of wondering if my roommate had like hopped on the Wi-Fi or something like that, and that was slowing it down. But no, he mentioned that he was on the hard line, so um, so that was that was fine. Um, his hardline usage shouldn't have affected my stream overall, or at least it shouldn't have mattered all that much. I mean, unless he was like streaming multiple videos and streaming himself or something like that, then that would have been a problem. But he mentioned the fact that he would kind of respect my time slot right at the moment. Um, so I'm gonna kind of trust him on that. Uh, so last thing for me to work on right at the moment. Oh, thank you, there, Jedi. I appreciate the fingers crossed. Last thing for me to work on is try to see if I can work on my options in game. Now there wasn't another update for this, so um, I'm going to see about trying to maybe minimize a lot of the settings on Warframe here so that I can um, so it might be able to kind of uh, I might be able to handle a little bit more. So um, don't think there's really anything in all these other than uh, interface and display, so I'm not really that. Um, Although you know what, I'm gonna kind of go through this a little bit. So I apologize for those of you that are like coming in to watch me go directly to Helmuth. I know I want to, but after yesterday's complete crash and like I need to make sure that my settings are set in such a fashion where I don't have that happen again. I can't have that happen again. Um, if it continues to happen, I'm gonna have to stop playing Warframe. And um, you know, I've been playing Warframe for a good year now. I don't necessarily want to stop at this juncture. So, and I have plenty of viewers that enjoy my content, such as it is, for Warframe. So give me a little bit of time to try to figure out, what I can, if there's something for me to kind of maybe disable that might speed up um, my overall connection. I'm sorry for those of you that might be looking for like the best graphics ever, but sorry, you're not gonna get that here. I don't have the computer for that. So I gotta use what I got. Um, so let's go ahead and um, let's see. Kind of curious about the enable UPnP enable net PnP. Not quite sure exactly what that's all about, so I'm gonna look it up here real quick. Port mapping protocol. Okay. Universal plug and play and that. Port mapping protocol or network services that allow software and devices to configure each other while attaching to a network. Okay, so pretty much necessary when trying to do a player with player, or at least I would imagine. So if I was to disable it, then I might have some difficulty connecting with other players, I would imagine. I'm not a networking expert here, so I'm just kind of thinking out loud here. I could be completely off the mark on this, but based off of what I'm reading here, if I was to disable both of those, then hmm, that might cause some problems. Let's see. Um, should I disable NAT? If NAT is turned off, the device will work on pure router mode, which can transit data only. Yeah. Um, so, what about you and plug and play? Um, okay, so because of the fact that uh, Warframe uses a lot of peer-to-peer connections, um, doing disabling both of these would basically hurt you overall. So, I mean, unless you want to do just pure single player all the time, then it's pretty much bad if, if you disable them. So, probably not a good idea to do either one of those, disable either one of them. So, um, let's go ahead and disable Gore. I don't really need that, so it's just an extra graphic that don't really need. So I can just kind of disable that for now. Um, let's see. We're good on that, so we don't necessarily need to worry about chat or anything along those lines. Um, I mean, chat is hardly ever one of those options that is really. I wouldn't expect chat to be the one that's breaking your game, especially seeing that I was, um, for example, I was out on the plains or the um, what is it called again? I was on the Cameroon Drift and I was having a huge amount of problems trying to actually um, work there, and my chat was on like my clan channel, so that wasn't the issue. Um, uh, yeah, it's more communication with other devices on your network, not as network address translation cause problems if it's off, and you can try to communicate via VoIP. Yeah, yeah, pretty much. Okay, let's go ahead and get my marketplace up and running. Um, kind of wish that I could. I wonder if the Warframe.market has a mobile app or something like that. I'll have to look into that. Um, okay, so let's see. Interface. Um, menu scale. What's menu scale all about? Let's look that up. Warframe menu scale. What are you? Um, business size of inventory icons. People saw the hotfix picture for animals wanted to size for themselves. But there's probably a couple people who just want their UI to fill the screen so they can see it. But I want to see without a major waste of space around the inventory screen. Might be worth pointing out that's an option. I present the menu scale under the interface tab. The inventory looks like this right now. This is because it's set on legacy or a very low custom scale. Inventory to look like this. Set your scale to full and high custom scale. Okay. There's a couple images here. Let me check this out. Okay, so that's the full. Let's see. That's the legacy with smaller icons. Okay. I mean, I don't see that as a major problem right at this moment in time. So we'll go ahead and not worry about that. Um, Mark your pet. Subtitles we'll leave on. UI and screenshots doesn't really matter. Show HUD, yes. Damage numbers, yeah, we'll probably should have that up. Affinity numbers. Hmm. And we'll leave that up as well. Show playlist. Show ability dots. I believe that's the information that's being shown up at the very top there. So probably fairly necessary, especially if I want to keep an eye as to my um, abilities used by other players. Um, if it's information concerning um, the operator abilities and the like. So probably should leave that on. Show ability banner on cast. Don't know what that's all about, so I'm gonna leave it off. Um, Show teammate names. Doesn't really matter. Show enemy names. Don't need it. Show health over enemies. Sure, I kind of need that. Um, Lock map rotation. Scaling. HUD motion. What's HUD motion all about? Ability dots, I believe, are when you cast your 1 to 4 little dots around the reticle. Okay. Let me confirm that here real quick. Ability dots. Um, oh, okay. Well, I don't really need those actually, now that I think about it. I don't use them whatsoever, so let's go ahead and remove that. So the 4 dots underneath the crosshair. Okay, don't need them. So we can just kind of remove that. Let's see. Let's see, HUD motion. Let's see what that's all about. Let's see, head motion. Where are you? What the? Really? This is supposed to be the page about settings, and you don't even have HUD motion under settings? It's like, wait, what? I do a Google search for HUD settings, and the first thing that it, for HUD motion, first page it shows up is settings under the Warframe wiki. So I check out the settings on the wiki. A lot of settings available. And so I was like going, okay, well, we'll just do a phrase search. It's not finding it. Okay. It's like, wait, what? Why is this the first page on? Okay. Um. Okay. There's one message being found under the comments, which I guess didn't load in. So, um, um, okay. So just looks like it's just, tries to bob or something like that while you're moving. Yeah, I don't really need that, so we can just turn that off. Unnecessary feature. Um, so, okay, moving on. Okay, so let's see. Next, we go into our display. Um, we are in windowed mode, and that's kind of what I need to have it in order for me to kind of. I mean, obviously, I could go full screen, but I still need to kind of interface with other windows such as Streamlabs and Warframe Market and other tools that I have. So that's gonna have to kind of stay as windowed right now. Graphics engine. Um, yeah, I don't necessarily need enhanced, so we're leaving that at classic. Um, Use native mode to override Windows app scaling. May severely reduce performance. Hmm. Okay. I need to look into that a little bit. Which one is preferred in my case? I need to kind of reduce down the amount of information being passed on. So Windows scaling mode. There we go. Um, what does Windows scaling mode and video settings actually changes? First answer, Windows scaling. Thank you, Captain Obvious. um, okay. Um, Various problems caused by Windows high DPI scaling. For gory details, please see forums. Add Windows scaling mode option to Windows to display settings to allow you to bypass Windows high DPI scaling. On some computers, particularly laptops with 4K displays, this may cause severe performance problems. Hmm. No worries there, Jedi. No worries. You know, I'll see when you get it. When you come on back. No worries on that. So, okay, let's see. Hmm. It's also DirectX settings in launcher that might affect stability. Yeah. Okay. Guess native is okay. Hmm. Display settings, there's a new Windows scaling mode option. If you have Windows app scaling at 100%, it won't make any difference. But if you have a high DPI scale set, you can choose between having to scale up the window speed or render native resolution quality. Hmm. Oh, Mr. Stab decided to do a dab, huh? Okay there, Mr. Stab. There you go. One dab done. Um, Maybe you have to set those before you click play and type in the password. No worries about that. I'll look into that later. Okay. Let's see. Um, you missed it, Mr. Stab. I already did it. Jedi can attest, or at least maybe can. Hmm. Well, here. I'll do it again for you there, Mr. Stab, if you missed it. So there you go. All right. Let's see. Oh no, I did. I did. I did it again. But there you go. There's two for you. Yeah, I'm not the best when it comes to dabbing, so don't expect me to have the most expert of dabs. All right. Hmm. Doesn't look like. Hmm. Do I want to leave it on native or do I want to put it on scale? Hmm. Deb is just weird even when kids do it. Yeah, yeah, I know. But I figured I'd put it in as an option for anyone that wants to try to see me attempt it. So, let's see. Um, Gosh, I don't really know. What would actually give me a better performance, out of the native or scaled? I don't know if there's really any, uh, I don't know if there's really any kind of positive in one way or another on that. Hmm. Hmm. I wonder what the I don't know what the difference. No clue there. I do full screen. Yeah. I mean I understand, full screen, but I don't necessarily want to alt tab out of my window right at the moment. So, um, I mean, granted, I'm windowed, but I'm full screen windowed, so, no worries on that. So, I just don't know whether or not there would be any kind of major boost if I was to, one way or another on that, switching between native and or scaled. I'll leave it at native for now. I would imagine. Okay, so I would imagine it has more to do with uh, who basically kind of controls the display when it comes to Warframe. So native means that Warframe itself is trying to um handle everything, all the graphics that are currently on the Windows. So if I was to like, shrink this down in size and like, Warframe will adjust accordingly. Whereas if I was to do it, set it through scaled, then it would basically mean that Windows would have a hand in it, and therefore it might have some difficulty with that. Um, let me try it this way and see. Okay. Ooh, I can see a little bit of pixelization by by the movement here with scaled until I've actually kind of stopped the movement. If I go back to native, Do I still see the same exact thing? Let me see. Come on. No, it looks like it updates it direct. It looks like it updates it in real time. So, performance-wise, it might be better for scaled. That way, it's just kind of um, it's not having to do updates all the time. Although, again, it may not matter. So, um, because again, I'm in windowed full screen right at the moment, so probably not gonna worry about it too much. Let's see. Aspect ratio. What are you all about? Um, Warframe menu is stretched to 16:9. Everything else is scaled correctly. Okay, so resolutions. Alright. Hmm. Aspects ratios auto option doesn't properly scale with resolution. Hmm. I wonder if I just kind of set it to one particular value, will that just, you know, when it comes to auto, it you know, you'll have something that just basically keeps on checking maybe, or it will maybe it'll just kind of check once and be done with it. You know, I don't know what their auto is all about. You know, whether or not they're constantly working on um, you know, the program itself is constantly checking to see whether or not the aspect ratio changes at all, or if it does like a you know, single check and that's it. I I don't really know, and even then, I'm not quite sure which aspect ratio I should have for this right at the moment, especially with my video resolution. Um, uh, 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 let's see. Mm, so, using NG combined three monitors into one. While the resolution is auto is detected, it will set itself to 3240. Remain at what I assume was 16:9 instead of being set to 21:9. Base is set from auto to 21:9. However, I, as well as my friends, assumed auto meant a different aspect ratio would be detected and set by resolution chosen. Hmm. Let's see. Um, aspect ratios. Okay. So, see, my resolution is at 1920 to, oh, it's saying 1017. That normally it would be 1080. Um, my aspect ratio should be 16:9, so let's just go ahead and set it to 16:9 and just be done with it. So if it's constantly checking for my aspect ratio like during a mission or something like that, I don't it having it set at a set value, you won't have to worry about that anymore. So it doesn't have to refresh itself each and every single time, or at least that's my current thinking. It could be completely off base, um, but that's where my thought line is. I can be completely off. Let's see. Right now, so forget exactly what vertical sync is all about, but I have it off anyway, so it doesn't really matter, you know. Max frame rate though. Currently it's set to 72, and obviously higher frame rate is better overall, at least you would imagine it to be, maybe. Um, but that might be one of the problems that I'm kind of facing right at the moment. It's probably try to hit the 72 frame rate, but it's more hitting more like, 30 to 60. So maybe I should reduce that down a little bit. Maybe. I mean, I could be completely off base there. Um, VSync makes your frame rate max that the monitor can do. Right. Well, you also need your graphics card to be able to kind of handle that as well. So, seeing my graphics card is fairly yeah, okay. Um, having uh, having that off is probably something that you know I don't necessarily need on. So we'll reduce down the frame rate a little bit. Obviously, that will probably affect some of the gameplay. That'll probably affect some um, action sequences. We'll see. But I just want to let you guys know, this is what I'm kind of looking at dealing with here. Don't need to worry about colorblind, brightness, contrast, field of view. Don't need screen shake, which is already off anyway. Um, okay, I've done a custom graphics quality here, and I pretty much disabled pretty much everything right at the moment. Um, don't need distortions. Don't need bloom. Don't need character shadows. Don't need elemental FX. So for example, if you have a 60 hertz monitor, you'll get screen turn if you play a game at 120 frames per second. Yeah. Well, we'll see. I mean, if I need to, I'll switch it back on. But for the time being, I'm just looking for things that I can just kind of turn off or reduce down um, the amount of hardware. Um, I'm just trying to reduce down the amount of RAM and usage of the graphics card right at this point in time. So if the frames per second it will do that, then we'll see. If there's really no change, then obviously I'll go ahead and bump that back up, or I may enable the VSync anyway, just so that it can handle it. Um, but yeah. Uh, I'm not quite sure about the color correction. I think I'll hold off on removing that completely. So, yeah, the 60 hertz is going to be a safe for sure. You don't want to go below that though. Oh yeah, yeah. I know. I've seen footage of like below 60 hertz before, and it's not great. I get it. Believe me, I know. Um, it's gonna affect my gameplay as well if I start going below that, because then I'll be basically seeing skipping occurring during gameplay itself, and um, I mean, let's face it, my frames per second yesterday at the very end of my stream was well below 60, but we're gonna try to um, uh, we're gonna try to see what we can do to try to limit all the additional problems and the like. So, um, color correction makes the screen look like you're swimming in pee when you use Loki invisibility. Oh, wonderful. Hmm. Does that also affect when you're like in Limbo's other dimension? It kind of uh, like dulls the colors. So if that's the case, then I'll probably should want to kind of keep that on. So I don't need character shadows, I don't need bloom, I don't need distortions or anything along those lines. So um, it's looking like everything else is pretty much um, pretty much good right at this moment in time. I pretty much have it um, uh, the smoother transitions between textures. Hmm. Clarity of textured objects when viewed at various angles decrease to improve performance. Hmm. Kind of wish when you're kind of messing with these options, it kind of shows you um, it shows you what it's doing like right then and there. Like, hey, here's here's what you would normally see if you're at like 8x. Here's what you would see if you're trying to do the 4x. Here's what you would see at 2x. Here's what you would see when you have it completely off. That kind of thing. It'd be kind of nice if they could kind of show that along with the settings, but But at the same time, man, let's face it. I mean, we're talking about a game that you know uh, they get money from the community, and that's pretty much it. So you're not talking about like a full-on like you know companies such as like EA or Activision or something like that that has a lot of other sub companies that they're making a whole bunch of money on or something like that. So I mean, I get it, you know. So um, so for those of you that are you know helping this game continue, by making those purchases, thank you. You know, um, I say these into the void, and obviously these are some things that a lot of the community has kind of talked about as well. So I'm pretty much voice and choir, um, and maybe someday they will do that. We'll see. We'll see. Um, but yeah, I think that's about it that we can do for display. Let's go ahead and confirm that. Whoops. That's weird. What just happened there? My screen suddenly glitched out on me for a second. Let me make sure that all my settings are still there. Okay, looks like everything's fine on that. So looks like we're good there as well. Okay. Probably just glitched as it was setting the new modes. Probably. Probably. It just kind of took me by surprise. So, let's see. Audio shouldn't have that much of a problem with audio, but you never know. Um, Enable player hit marker sound, hit hint transmissions, reverb, even running in background, radio chatter and orbiter, operator voice, auto gain control. Um, yeah, I don't really see anything here that absolutely needs to be disabled or anything along those lines. Plus, um, it kind of needs them to kind of be there as well, or at least, I mean, not completely. I mean, I could always disable the operator voice if I really wanted to or something like that, but it just adds to the overall quality there. So, all right, so we'll just go ahead and confirm that, and there we go. All right. So, I'm not really seeing that much of a difference right at this moment in time. Other, no shadow or anything along those lines, so that's good. And who knows? Maybe that a little bit of lag on that one. Still some lag. Okay, there we go. All right, let's grab our three extractors, because I haven't taken care of that yet. All right. So we'll see whether or not these settings will have any kind of difference on our overall gameplay. I mean, I know I really don't like the idea of minimizing my settings, but I mean, um, you know, it is what it is. I mean, I can't, you know, uh, my computer can only handle so much, and right now it's all I can do at this point. So hopefully you all understand. So all right, now let's see. First off, let's check out our night wave, see what we have available there, if anything. Okay, so we still got the railjack missions, we still got the bounties, all of which I don't really need at this point. Kill 20 enemies while aim gliding. Okay, that's easy enough to do, especially with my shotgun. So I don't necessarily need to do that. But if I'm gonna be doing a lot of rep grind, then I need to do uh, or need to kind of go back to the Necrolisk and see what we do. So apologies on that brief stint of setting my options there. You know, you guys can all kind of see everything that I've kind of changed on it, so you'll know, you know, uh, hey, I I would love to actually have a computer with a top tier, um, graphics card and memory and hard drive space and the like. But let's face it here, folks. I don't have that. I don't have that kind of cash. So, um, a little bit of lag there. Uh, so let's see. First thing we'll do, let's go to grandmother because we do have some tokens. So let's see. We got some father tokens. Don't have any OTAC tokens. Um, we're gonna hold off on spending the mother tokens. Okay, don't have any. Ooh, that's a nice one to have, but I need to do a lot of fishing for that. Let's see. Okay, so it looks like there's a lot of OTAC. So I need to do a lot of mining in that regards. So it looks like today's going to be a lot of looks like I need to go and do quite a bit of that. So um, so first off, let's go get some fishing done so that we can get some more daughter tokens. Or actually, let's see. Let's first go to the daughter and see what we can kind of get out of that. Nothing there. Let's see. Let's check the double. Okay, that works. We'll purchase that. Let's see. Oh, don't have enough there. Definitely don't have enough there. Not enough there. Okay, so we'll just purchase these single ones then. That looks like we'll be able to get quite a bit here. So we'll just kind of handle these single purchases for now. Alright, so there's that. Reset in less than an hour, huh? Okay. Okay, so we just got a lot of daughter tokens, so let's go back to the grandmother and see if we can change that in for some grandmother. So, oh, I have 9. Ah, damn. One shy. Okay, so I will need to do some more. Um, I will need to do some more fishing, and I will definitely need to do um, more. I'll need to do some OTAC. So um, we don't need. We don't get an automatic. Um, we don't get any kind of. Uh, okay. Interesting. So we already have some. We already have some resources, but not a ton. So let's just go ahead and purchase some of these tokens that I can purchase right at the moment. Okay. Okay, so that's about as much as we can do on that. It wasn't a ton. Um, so and I don't think that's gonna really yeah, we only got 3 tokens, so we're not gonna be seeing that much in terms of what we could use with that. Um, Let me just um, exchange the mother ones because, you know, there isn't that many um, requests for mothers. And this is the only one right at the moment, so so I need to do a lot of fishing and I need to do a lot of mining. So let's go ahead and start working on that. Let's see. Um, okay, first off, we're gonna set it to friends only. We don't need to be brought into any kind of additional um, fights or anything along those lines. So, okay, there's Mother. So let's head out to, well, it's not really the plains, but okay. Normally I have a hard time in that room because I get a lot of lag because of that right there, but didn't have nearly as bad this time. So that's a positive effect so far. So we'll see. Um, I think the first thing that I'm gonna try to do is we're gonna try to see about we'll pull out the mining tool and we'll see about whether or not that picks up any resources that I need to kind of go for. If that's even an option. It might not be. It might be that I have to go to um, there's obviously resources around um, that I can kind of punch and get items that way. But we're dealing with once again a lot of lag on this. Let's wait until it kind of catches up with itself. See all these little sparkly effects and the like? I don't need that. I really wish that we can get rid of that. But apparently all of my settings right at the moment isn't affecting that whatsoever. It's like, I don't need this. This is just extra stuff that I don't need. This is slowing down my graphics. having all these little sparkly effects and the like. Don't need it. You can just kind of do away with it. But oh well. All right, let's pull out the drill. Okay, so we do have some amount of effect on this, but where? Interesting. Okay. Okay. So we have these boxes that are pretty much showing you where the resources are located at. So, okay, okay. There it is. 3 of them, huh? And pop. There we go. And there we go. There's another one right over here. Oh, a blue one. Oh, not quite. Alright. Okay. Good that I can actually affect that a little bit. So I don't have to actually switch between the two. Hmm. Oh, there it is. There's one. Okay, interesting placement of that little dot there, but sure. There we go. Hey there, Swag. How you doing there, bud? Welcome back. Alright, let's see. We got 2 of them here. There's that. Okay, let's see. We need... Actually, we have a river right here, so... Let's pull out the fishing spear here. And... Yep, there we go. Got you. Medium, thank you. Missed. Missed. Gotcha. Small one, huh? Okay. That didn't really look that small, but sure. That's definitely small. Nice. Gotta love it when you get the large ones. Grab that. Small one, huh? Okay. Rep grind. Gotta love the rep grind. Let's see. Yep, there's one. Missed. Gotcha. There's one right there. How's your day been there, Swag? There's another small. Gotta, and when you're looking at these kind of rivers, you kind of have to look under your feet as well, just to kind of see if you, oh, missed them. Missed them again. That looked like it should have hit, but gotcha. Another small. If that's a small, what the heck is a large gonna look like? Damn. It's looking a lot better. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's feeling a lot better, but again, um, I've somehow for some reason I've had issues where the game kind of um, causes problems around the 540, like around the 5:30 time frame for some reason. So we'll see what happens when that comes about. But yeah, it is definitely looking a little bit smoother. So I'll totally biff that one. Come here, you. There's a large. Woohoo! Okay, that is indeed a large. So that's gonna be nice. Oh, missed you. Okay, get back here. Ah, ah, still kind of missing you. He keeps on turning. It's like, come here, you. Fine, we'll go after this guy. There's a large. Alright, missed. I wasn't even aiming at you, there, bud. God damn, come on, man. Get over here. Thank you. That was an annoying little small, but got him. There's another small. Okay. Small. Let's see. Oh, totally missed that guy. Okay. Come here. Any more? Oh, there's one. Gotcha. Let's see. What else? What else? What else? Next. Ah, there you are. Come here, you. Medium. I don't want to spend too much time out here fishing and the like. I still want to do, some more mining and the like as well. So, oh, totally biff that. There we go. Small, okay. Now, got a lot to do. There we go. No worries there, Jedi. You have a safe trip home, okay? See you when you get back. Okay. There we go. Alright. I think I'm gonna switch on over to mining again now. Let's get back to trying to collect some more mining resources if we can. If we can. Well, this is kind of interesting. You would think that, Rocky Formation would have a lot of uh, resources available to it, but nope, apparently not. I don't want to deal with you. Oh, huh. So it looks like it's these plants that really have the resources on them. So if I want a ton of resources, then it looks like I'll have to kind of go towards these plants to try to harvest the resources. Gotcha. Oh, totally biffed that one. Let's see, there it is. Here we go. And nice. Alright. So if that's the case, then I'm probably gonna wanna go towards the plants a little bit more. Okay, I'm hearing some. Hmm. Hmm. Ah, there it is. The indicator was a little hidden there, but I mean, that's okay. Okay, there's this. Hmm. Right, that. Grab that. Oh, there it is. Just wondering where I just kind of located at. There it is. Okay. Mine this up. Oh, that's a wide field right there. I like when the wide fields are. I mean, I'm not gonna get a whole lot of resources out of it, but oh, nice. Let's see. Go up here and try to collect all the. I'm hearing a lot of noise right at the moment. Okay. I do like when my companion can kind of protect me for the most part. Okay, not gonna get much out of this, but I mean, still resources. Oh, what? Oh, you son of a. I'm busy. Leave me alone. But, oh boy. There we go. There we go. And let's reposition so we have a chance at this. Almost messed that one up, but yeah, let's see. Where is it? There it is. Let's get a little bit closer to that. Let's see if we can make that. There we go. I love when I can hit that little sliver of a line. You get some extra resources out of it, which is really nice. Let's go over here. Yeah, one right here on this. Let's see if I can hit it. Nope, not quite. Oh well. Let's see. Come on down over here. There we go. Finding a lot of resources around here. That looked like it was a hit. Oh, that was a miss. And there we go. Not perfect, but um, okay, we got one right over here. Where is it? Oh, it's up there? Alright. Oh, that's a three-prong one? Yeah, frack. Alright, well. It's that, and... Nope, missed it. Not the best, but... Okay, right over there. Oh. Okay. Um... Okay. Am I like... How do I get to that? Oh, that's like the worst spawn point. What? Whose bright idea was this? There's no good angle for that. I, I. I had to crouch for that. can just go ahead and collect these, seeing that they're here, and I can actually cut them with the mining tool, which is nice. I appreciate that. Okay. Okay, I think I'm gonna head back right now. Oh, so much over here too. You know, I want to keep on mining, but at the same time, oh, totally missed that one. Oh,
We've got signals singing the same song as our victim.
okay.
Careful now.
Mm-hmm. Apparently I can't. There we go. Okay, we got you. I think we're gonna finish this off, and then we'll head on back, because I got quite a few resources and fish. So we'll see if we can get that into tokens that we can change. I see chests in the immediate area, but I don't see exactly where they're located at. So, okay, where's the diamond at? Oh, it's down below here somewhere. There it is. Okay, back to the surface here. There are all. Yeah, you know what? There is a lot of resources over on this end.
Time to smash some glass.
Nope, don't need to. We're just going to ignore that. Alright. Nope, there's some lag. Eh. See, all these particle effects should be completely removed based off of my settings. They should be completely removed. They shouldn't be there. So, the fact that they're still there is irritating me, but I mean, not much I can really do about that. Okay, so, we got quite a few resources right at the moment, so let's go first um, to Lloyd. Try to see what tokens we can kind of purchase on that. No, that's not. Never mind. OTAC, OTAC. Sorry. Silly me.
We are good friends. It's good to have good friends.
Alright. Now, let's see. What do we got here? Not enough resources there. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. Not enough resources there. Need that Thaumatica there. That's apparently fairly rare, I guess. Nomalon, don't have that. Okay, well, we can at least purchase this.
See? I knew we were friends.
Wow. Okay. Looks like I'm gonna need to go out and do some more mining. I don't have enough. I was only able to purchase, what, 2 more tokens? Okay, well. Let's fast travel to the daughter, see what we can do on that. Time to cut the fish.
So I'll let you get on with it.
Alright, so
Appreciate being allowed to watch.
burn, burn.
Totally infested this one, inside and out.
Go.
You don't see this type every day, but
There we go. And now we cut the fish. Confirm.
excellent job. And hardly. Are you thinking of doing some fishing in the exocrine? I can help.
Spinal cord section and wax and suberum deposit. So far I haven't seen a single fish that gives those right at the moment, so Alright, well, there's 5 minutes left. Not gonna be able to find a fish in time for that, so we're just gonna wait for 5 minutes to take care of that, I guess. So let's go to grandmother real quick. See what we can purchase there, if anything.
Go on, dear.
Yeah, I only got 5 OTAC tokens, so I mean, I would love to, you know, get some more there. Just need some more daughter tokens for that. Yeah, alright.
Oh well, can't be helped.
Not much that we can do there. Let's go check in with father and see
Look, they're all ignoring. Being here so long, it's difficult to remember that.
see what we can do here. Can't do any of that. Don't have, just barely don't have enough for that. The lucent terralobes don't have enough. Okay, we can grab some of that. Grab some of this. Grab that. The father tokens seem to be like one of the easiest sets of tokens that you can kind of get on this world. So, I mean, just the fact that I have 157 galleon there, so. Alright.
I shake hands, but yeah, be seeing you again, I'm sure.
Alright. Let's see. Let's go back to daughter.
I would by all means go fishing.
I don't have enough. Not enough time. Okay. Okay. Well, I do have some tokens to turn into grandmother for rep, so let's go ahead and do that. trade tokens. So, I mean, it's not a lot, but
May you have much joy of it.
there we go. Alright, let's see, anything else?
I never could persuade them to throw anything away.
Nothing much, okay.
Take your time. I quite understand. I'll be right here, gathering dust.
Mining isn't my
Okay.
I'm also interested in mining.
Yeah, so we're gonna be going out and doing some more mining as well to try. I mean, there's quite a few number of hours left on this, so if we can get enough the Thermitica there, that seems to be a huge boon. Um, I need 35 to really make a huge difference there. Kind of wish that I can, set like some, uh, you can kind of set some, like a list of what you kind of need, like over on the right-hand side, ingredients, and it kind of ticks up, how much you've collected. Um, so I can just basically go ahead and, just say, okay, yeah, here, um, so that I can just basically say, hey, I need like 4 more Namalon or something like that, you know, or something that can kind of allow me to um, just show the listing of what I'm kind of looking for so that I can always, uh, so I don't have to kind of make guesswork while out in the field. I have it like right there for me, but um, Mother isn't really going to have anything necessary for me, and even then, I don't necessarily need it. Um, I do need to get some blueprints from Father, though.
Don't let the infestation intimidate you.
So,
And shoot the hell out of it. Even the stuff that doesn't move.
I believe I need both of those um, for the next ranking, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, let's verify that real quick.
Getting infested now.
So, I mean, I still have a long way to go before the next rank up here, but I need the blade and the gauntlet. So
Of course. I very much enjoy our talks.
so
Look, Daddy, I caught a fish. I am
alright,
good for something.
there's that blueprint.
Try fighting off a full-grown predacite with a fish.
And there's that blueprint. Okay. So I'll need to build all these. Ooh, but I need a Dremel alloy and Purge Dragonic. That looks like something that I need to purchase the blueprints for.
See, I knew you were smart.
Hmm.
Keep safe.
Interesting that the blueprints aren't with him. It might be with OTAC, so let's go back there.
Only interests. I'm also interested in mining.
Right. Oh boy. Okay. Every time it feels like I need to um feels like I'm making some headway, it always it knocks me right back down again. It's like, you need these recipes. It's like, no. Alright. Alright. So that should have been enough time for daughter to kind of reset her tokens. So let's see.
Fascinating
Yep,
things
here we go.
in the exocrine.
Okay, well, that doesn't really help. That doesn't help. Don't have enough there. Enough there. Enough there. Okay, well, I can purchase one. I think that's all I needed actually, is just a one for some extra grandmother ones. So let's go and check that out some more. So go to grandmother, change family tokens. There we go.
Oh, magnificent.
Alright, so now we need some more father tokens, Zotac tokens, and daughter tokens for that. Wow, okay, so I need 11 more father tokens, 20 more daughter tokens, and 15 more OTAC tokens to get both of those in the next 2 hours. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to go out into the field and just collect everything that we can collect. When I see a river, I'll go to the river, get some more. Um, we'll try to fish up some more, although what I need to do is I need to find those spines. So here, let me look at, you know, so I need to find out where this waxen sebum is. So yeah, let me look that up here real quick. So oh, I got a little bit of lag going on. Come on, don't do this to me.
See you soon?
My computer's having some lag issues. I really don't like this right now. Yeah, here, you know what? I'm gonna switch over to the webcam here real quick. Oh no. Not again. Okay. So, we're having some issues here. Again. I'm trying to bring up my task manager to see what's trying to. I had it already set up so that it would just kind of pop up, but once again we're having some issues trying to switch between programs. I think Warframe just crashed on me. Or at least it's not responding to my... It's not responding to me right now. Um, I have it on low settings on everything. And I'm if Warframe is having this much of a problem with this, I don't know what to do. The game is crashing on me too much lately, and it's becoming unplayable. I've been kind of talking about it for a while now, and um, I can't get anywhere with it. They've been this latest set of updates has really kind of messed me up quite a bit on this. I didn't really have this much of a problem with Warframe in the past. I mean, I might have had a little bit of trouble here and there, but nothing this severe. Nothing this severe. My computer's really having a hard time trying to switch between programs right at this point. So I'm just kind of letting it. Um, I'm just kind of letting it go right at the moment. So hoping that whatever process it's trying to figure out, whatever process it's trying to do, it will handle it. But obviously this isn't great there, folks. Um, Warframe file minimized. My CPU is currently at 100% right now. RAM is at 79 according to my advanced systems care. if I'm gonna keep on having problems with Warframe, I'm gonna have to pause it for now. I can't keep up with the they're gonna have to do a complete work on optimization in order for it to be even compatible with my computer anymore, it feels like. That this most recent update has basically screwed me over when it comes to Warframe. And I mean, I'm still kind of waiting for other things to kind of come down the way, but that hasn't happened either. At least my stream's still going. So I mean, there's that, right? Gotta look at the bright side of things. Gotta look at the bright side. Gotta keep on putting that smile on your face, right? You have to. You know, can't let things get at you all the time. So, so yeah, my computer is just basically trying to handle whatever it's trying to handle right at the moment. So, um, so I'm just talking to you guys. Feel free to chat with me in the chat if you want. I'm now in a just chatting kind of mood, I guess. Can't really give you any kind of gameplay at this point. So, um, well, I mean, I guess I can probably put up some news, I guess. My brother started to get back into streaming. He's been doing some Minecraft streams. I've been trying to talk with him and get him to do more co-ops because um, you know, co-ops help, you know, co-ops tend to help channels out. Um, I mean, granted, he's playing Minecraft, which is definitely one of those games that a lot of people like, and you know, he might get a pretty decent amount of followers and viewers that way, maybe. But he's also kind of new to streaming as well, so um, it's kind of hard to talk about certain subjects or you know try to be able to communicate with your audience on a regular basis all the time to try to be entertaining as well, especially when you don't have anyone to kind of talk with, you know, talking to you the audience, you know, um, especially if there's like you know no one on the other side, you're basically talking to, you know, if there was no one there, you know, you have to basically come up with subjects and topics that, um, you know, you're okay with, you know, discussing and like, um, you know, even during mid gameplay sometimes. You know, when you don't have any kind of conversation during the gameplay, then you know the audience is just reacting to gameplay, and sometimes that can be great, sometimes that can be boring. It depends on who you're watching, obviously. Um, some can have a laugh out of it, some can have cry out of it. You know, it depends on the situation, obviously. You know, depends on the game, depends on the situation, depends on the person overall. So obviously, um, but the thing is with co-op, you know, you can have a conversation between two people, and there won't be as much dead air on that. So okay, well, that's not a good sign. I'm just, you know, I'm sorry, folks. I'm just trying to see if anything is gonna respond to me right at this moment in time. I'm seeing a continued increase in RAM. CPU is still at 100% right at the moment. I'm currently at 83% RAM, 100% CPU. Um, my my mouse has a little spinny wheel when I go over the desktop right at the moment. Warframe is minimized. Can't even click on any of the, or none of the other icons that I have available. It's coming up. %, RAM. Feels like my computer is like on a timer. Like, you know, once it reaches, you know, 100% on the RAM, it's going to explode. Oh my God, no! God, I hope not. But it definitely feels that way in some ways. But we'll see about trying to get that worked out. Um, I've been trying to get him to agree to, you know, allow for me to join him in the mornings for these games. He streams Monday, Wednesday, Friday right at the moment. If you know, if he's able to, you know, if work doesn't get in the way of it. Um, but um, he wants to do his own thing right at this point. And, you know, on one hand, I get it. I mean, he kind of wants to build his own kind of audience, and that's understandable. But on the other hand, you know, we can kind of do that together. You know, if people want to watch what I do, they can watch what I do. If they want to watch what he does, they can watch what he does. But we can kind of do that together. And um, you know, I try to support whomever um, whomever I collab with whenever I can. But so far, that hasn't happened. But that's okay. You know, that's okay for right now. Um, you know, one of my buddies was talking about maybe doing some editing work on my videos that I posted on YouTube. Um, been kind of waiting for him to get back to me, letting me know that, you know, he's ready to go on it and he's starting work on it, but you know, haven't heard anything from him on that. planning on talking with him later tonight, or at least that's the plan. So we'll see where he stands on that. Um, Crazy mentioned the well, uh, there was a possibility of getting possibly a second computer so that I can maybe do a dual computer system. You know, one set for streaming, one set um, for gaming, and I wouldn't have as much difficulty. Um, you know, he mentioned the fact that his computer is, you know, slightly better than mine, but he was thinking about sending it to me. You know, he's working on building up his own computer or a new computer right at the moment, and he was thinking about sending me his old one, but he's having some problems with his new one, obviously, so it's taking him some time on that. So that's waiting, and that's okay. I mean, I'm you know, if I get it, I get it. If I don't, then obviously I'm, you know, right where I'm at, which, you know, it's okay. You know. Let's see. Any other news? I heard Genshin Impact is free. So once I'm done playing Plants vs. Zombies on my Thursday Friday slot, then I'm thinking maybe I'll switch on over to that and play some of that during my streams on my Thursday Fridays. Or no, not my Thursday Fridays. Friday Saturdays. Um, but again, I don't know where the hardware requirements are going to be at on that. I mean, that game looks, you know, kind of visually stunning right at the moment, and well, yeah, I'm having this much trouble with Warframe. Can my computer handle Genshin Impact at the same time? I don't know. Tried Borderlands 3 at one point, trying to try to get that working, but my graphics card wasn't good enough for that, so not much I can really do about that. Um, you can kind of see a little bit of me playing Borderlands 3. I put it up on my YouTube channel, so you know, feel free to kind of check that out. But um, the game kept on crashing on me, and legit, it was a complete crash. You know, it'd be helpful if my mic didn't shut down on me, but at the same time, I have no audio from anything at this point. My RAM is currently at 85. This is this is giving me indicators that Warframe is indeed having a lot of memory leaks right at this point in time. It's the only thing that I can think of to have this bad of an issue going on. So, um, I don't know. It looks like my Streamlabs is still working. I can still see myself on, um, you know, I can still see myself on Streamlabs. I can still see the mic picking up my audio. Um, I can still see myself on my phone, so obviously it's still going through on Twitch. I don't know about chat. Um, no one's speaking up there, so I don't know whether or not the chat messages are coming through or not. Um, if someone is indeed typing messages, I don't know whether or not that's coming through or anything. So here, let me see. Uh, Maybe I'll type out my own message. Okay. No, no. Okay, it's going through. So obviously that's working. Um, so we got some positives on that. Yeah. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do right at the moment. Obviously my computer is having some issues with Warframe. I'm going to go ahead and stop the stream right at this point for a short time. I'll probably just kind of close down some extra programs, like, you know, like I'll try to maybe I'll just close down Discord, close down um, my um, my Firefox, maybe free those up and see, or I may have to do a complete restart because I'm still having some issues with the computer right at the moment. So maybe when I end the stream, it will allow for the computer to kind of handle whatever Warframe is having an issue with. So um, so I'll be right back there, folks. Um, I'm sorry. I really wish circumstances were different, but um, yeah. So I'll be right back, okay? Or at least I'll try to be. it'd be helpful if I actually had the, mic actually picking up my voice right at the moment. Sorry about that. Here I was talking and you guys couldn't actually hear me at all. Apologies on that. So here's the thing. So let me go back through what I just kind of mentioned. So I closed down the stream. It freed some of the CPU and memory so that my computer could kind of catch up with what it needed to catch up with. The Windows Explorer crashed on me, so I had to actually do a reset on that in order for it to kind of see the in order to see the task manager. Once I was able to see the task manager, then I was able to kind of look at Warframe. Now, Warframe was still pretty high when it comes to overall usage. Now, I'm not saying that it wasn't the only contributor. Streamlabs was also a problem. I turned on some music so my headset doesn't stop on me. So, seeing that it only stays on when it receives audio, not gives out audio. So like right now, Streamlabs is at about 50% CPU, and I'm using about 1 GB worth of memory for it to be active. Warframe was basically taking up the other half. I was seeing, I think, a good 2 gigs worth of data from memory trying to be used for Warframe. I left. It's a little weird because I wasn't seeing any GPU being used whatsoever from Warframe when I went back to it. When it finally came on back, when I was down on that planet, and it was kind of like right next to daughter and the like. So but I wasn't seeing any numbers from my my graphics card there. But once I left that city and went back to my ship, once I was on board my ship, sky high, there goes my graphics card up to 100%. It's like, what the heck is going on here? Why am I seeing a 100% leap on my graphics card on board my ship, but it's not having that down on the city below? What's going on there? Why is there a disconnect on that? You know, the graphics card should be pretty much used at all times. So why is the city not using the graphics card? What's going on there? Why isn't it? Why isn't the city using my graphics card on that? I don't know. I wish I had the answer on that, but I'm just not sure. Um, it's a little concerning. The graphics card is meant to handle all the graphics that it gets thrown at it. But if the planet itself is not using my graphics card whatsoever, then that means that it's putting all the strain on my CPU and memory and memory. And if that's the case, then I'm in trouble. I don't have the best CPU or memory on that. So what do I do? I don't know. I don't have any answers on this. It can be so frustrating at times. Trying to be the voice in the sea. Uh, I might not be able to do anything with. I might not be able to do anything with Helmet at this point. I might not be able to do. I might not be able to do anything with demos. I mean, it just I'm crashing too much going there. It is too much of a strain on my computer right at the moment. Now, obviously, if my circumstances change, if I get, you know, better hardware somehow, get that second computer, get the, um, get something, um, then then things will be better, right? You know, I I gotta keep moving forward on this. You know, I can't kind of give up when it comes to all this difficulty. Okay. Now, um, I've I've kind of talked about my other problems that I've had. You know, but I mean, there's no need beating a dead horse on that one. You guys know what issues I've kind of dealt um, with other things. Well, maybe you do, maybe you don't. I've talked about it in the past. Um, you know, another developer was talking about how it was strange that I wasn't getting any kind of responses back on my resumes that I sent out for jobs, and I was like, yeah, well, you know, I talked about the fact that I applied for one job that was in California, Southern California, an entry level job, and I talked about how I got a notification about, where it stood and the fact that there was 500 applicants for that single entry level job. And it's like if there's there was 500 programmers out there that wanted a job. I don't know if they were all entry level. There's no way for me to know. I'm not going to be able to look at, I can't look at everybody's resume and go, okay, is this guy entry level? Did this guy graduated from college? Did he graduate was he part of the military and therefore a veteran and therefore, you know, um, someone that has a little bit extra benefits or whatnot, who knows? Okay. Obviously I can't look at that stuff. But at the same time, I wonder if, like, maybe even a fraction of that are people that maybe lost their job somewhere else. They're considered, they could have been considered senior developers, and they're just trying to find a job. And it's so frustrating sometimes because now you look at now you look at a company such as Walmart. I checked out Walmart because here I was thinking, you know, Walmart's a big company. It has a lot of web design. It has a lot of, um, database. It has a lot of networking that it has to deal with almost on a daily basis. Um, Computer hardware within their own stores. Um, C programming to handle their scanners and um, their you know uh, product stocking information. You know, do they uh, some Walmart employees have these little scanners that they can just basically zap a barcode and say, yeah, we have a couple more of these in stock or something like that. Okay, they can do that. Okay. Um, so now don't go to every single employee and say, hey, where's your little gun thing to check to see whether or not, there's a product here or not. Okay, just ask them, ask them nicely, you know. Um, and if they don't have it in stock, they don't have it in stock. I mean, it happens. Okay. They might have sold out their last product. Okay, believe me, I worked there. I know. you know. Um, I worked at Walmart for how long again? I think I worked there for good like 3 years, I think, before you know, I left for a 4-year university. So, um, but that's neither here nor there. Okay, the idea was that I went to their website. I went to their career page to find find a job there. Using my degree, and there was like 20 pages, and um, there was like 30 posts per page or so. It got up to like around 600. I forget the exact number because I counted them. There was like about 600 posts on this career page, specific to my particular degree, or I focused on the tech side of it. Okay. Um, and out of those like 20, 30 pages or so, trying to find any semblance of entry level job there, I found two positions out of that entire list of 600 different openings that they had on their career page. Now it could be that those 600 posts could be, people just might have like forgotten to close them out. Could totally be possible. Okay. Um, You know, maybe HR didn't close out those particular requests for a job or something like that. Could totally be possible. I don't really know. Okay. But it was just frustrating once again that this is kind of the market that we're seeing here in the States. You know, I get a job as a developer, and I learn Cold Fusion on the job to program out Cold Fusion, and I was let go a year later. You know, I thought that I was doing a good job. I was so upset. I was so upset at that. I was basically asking him if there was any way that I could have changed his mind, but he didn't want to change his mind. You know, I taught my fellow employees how to use Cold Fusion. I taught my fellow peers, what to kind of do and use and work with Cold Fusion to get the client's website up and running. I fixed a lot of problems with their client's website, and I get laid off. And once again, I couldn't find anything. I applied to multiple different positions. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't have everything locked away up here. But a lot of the tests that are out there are paper and pencil, and you can't use the internet to look up information. I go to a job and they basically say, what's the definition of this word? Well, I don't have the exact definition locked away up here. And even that, that's one of the problems um, with some of these technical expectations. Okay, if you're looking for entry level, then check to see whether or not they can code. Okay, um, or or ask them or ask the individual themselves, you know, what they know. Okay, if you're like if you're in my opinion, okay, which obviously, you know, I'm not a leading expert, obviously, seeing that I'm not, um, I'm not, I'm not on the job, but in my opinion, if you're asking them questions that are that they don't know about, then obviously they're going to struggle. Okay, they're going to fail. If they're struggling and if they're failing, ask them what they do know. You know, um, you know, if there's something that you can kind of guide them with. If you're looking for an entry level, figure out what they can do and what they can't do. Okay, what they can't do, they can learn. Okay, support them on that. You know, if they're struggling with a particular subject, if they're struggling with a particular topic or language or something along those lines, then them, help those individuals out. You know, go out to them and say, hey, listen, you're kind of struggling with SQL. You're either going to need to take this book on SQL and learn it, or you're gonna have to go take some classes, or take some online classes, or do something so that you can learn. Okay? And if you have questions, come back to me and I'll answer them if you have questions. That's what I would do. That's what I would do if I was a hiring manager. Okay? And that's the thing. When you teach someone, on a process on how to go about doing something, then I mean that kind of helps you reinforce your understanding of it. Okay, but at the same time, you don't have to say it again. Okay, you can basically say, okay, this guy's learning everything that he needs to learn about this particular subject. Now, if a new employee comes up, I could basically say, okay, you go talk with him. That reinforces his knowledge on the subject material, okay? And it helps that individual pass on the information. That's, that's kind of what leadership is all about. When as you progress in your leadership status, you start kind of growing your employees below you. You start growing those individuals that are below you to kind of help others. Oh, and it's just me ranting to the wind. But all right, we're gonna try this once more. We're going to. I'm gonna completely ignore demos at this point. I can't do anything with demos. Um, I've had it fail on me twice, 2 days in a row. Until my circumstances change in some fashion or another, whether or not I finally find a job or um, or something else happens. Not playing the lotteries, or otherwise I'd be saying, I win the lottery. Yeah, no, I don't put into that. Um, Even though I have tried, when I was working at my last job, I did try on some of the Powerball $1 billion uh, lottos. I figured, you know, $5 do a random and see if I can maybe, yeah, have a chance. Might as well, right? But uh, I know my mom tried to play the lotto consistently for years, and she didn't see 1 red cent of it. She didn't see any kind of benefit. She poured probably a good $1,000 or $2 easy into lotto over the years, and saw nothing from it. So, okay, we're bringing back up Warframe. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and shut down my music here. I'm gonna go ahead and get the audio back here. Let's see, we're going to set this to live. Yep, you guys can't even see the actually, hold on, let me switch it to webcam because I still need to kind of log in. I'm going to move my task manager over here. So I can kind of keep an eye on the usage. And see what the values are once Warframe comes up. Now, right now, based off of everything that I have open right now, I have Streamlabs, I have Steam, I have Task Manager, and now I have Warframe. And that was I was getting about 60% CPU and memory with about like maybe like a 10% on the graphics, maybe. Right now, we're going through the loading screen to get to the password. I'm seeing 73, 77 on CPU and memory, and 32 on the graphics. So pretty high. We're looking at 1 gig through Streamlabs and 1 gig through Warframe, or 1.3 gigs on Warframe of memory. So CPU Streamlabs is at 50%. Warframe is about at 5 to 10%. So, okay. Warframe just jumped to 100%. Well, not 100% directly, but it's at 80% GPU, and we're on the password screen. We're just on the password screen, and already my GPU is already at 100%. Ouch. Alright. Let's log on in. Resource booster. Okay. Okay, so let's go to the menu here. Let me switch on over to setting this live. Bring back up the my task manager here so that I can kind of keep an eye on everything that's going on. Okay, so just to kind of talk about with what's going on right at the moment. Right now, just on this screen alone and with Streamlabs, okay, just to kind of show you guys or try to talk about, you know, what I'm seeing right now. Okay. Right now, Streamlabs is again still at the 50% mark on the CPU. Okay. Memory still hasn't really changed. It still is at the 1 gigabyte on that, and GPU is around 10%. For Warframe, we're looking at around an average of 13% or so on CPU. Memory is looking at 1.5 gigs or so of memory. And we're looking at a graphics of around 70 to 80% on that. There's there's really not a whole lot going on right at the moment, it feels like. So, other than the movement of my Tenno and other little graphical interfaces and the like. So, okay then. Well, what's interesting is Task Manager is showing a different percentage for the CPU in comparison to Streamlabs. Streamlabs is showing like a 5% decrease compared to what Task Manager is showing. Interesting. So that's where we're at right at the moment. Still having some fluctuations the um, on the stream right at the moment. Seeing a bit of green, orange, and red bars concerning the connection to Twitch, which isn't great. Okay. What I'm going to do is I was kind of curious about the city not having not using the GPU. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna test it out. I'm gonna go back down to the city, Necrolist, and we're gonna, oh jeez, look at all these busies. Okay, we're gonna obviously go to the com because I don't need that much of a drain on my system. We're gonna go down there, and we're gonna see what's going on. Okay, so right now my GPU is at 55%. It was showing a reduction of around 50% during that transition screen. Now I'm right back up to 100. So, alright, so I'm back in the city. Okay. GPU is, okay, it's staying at 100% right at the moment. So, okay. Talking with grandmother, still at 100%. We're looking at 72 and 84 in terms of CPU memory. So, all right, I'm really my volume levels way too low. All right, there we go. So yeah, we're definitely seeing a huge factor in everything that's kind of going on right at the moment. So I don't know what actually was kind of going on with that, but I don't know why the GPUs was at 0 at one point. But we're gonna go ahead and leave. We're gonna go ahead and leave. We're gonna go back to the ship. Warframe went back down to about 30%. Alright, so here we go, and right back to 100. It's like, alright. I got a resource booster, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch over to Hydroid, and we are going to we're going to go to a planet and just try to get some extra resources. Okay, that's all I'm gonna do now. And we're gonna see if I can so let's see, Saturn. You can try for some Orkin cells. Would be nice if I can find some place that has alloy plate and Orkin cells though, because I need a lot of alloy plate as well. Don't think Void has. Yeah, either one of those. Let's see.
All systems nominal. You don't need to thank me.
Almost had alloy plate. Ah, there we go. Alloy plate and organ cells. Okay, so if I go here, okay, let's do the survival, and we're gonna check our levels here. We're at 80% for both CPU and memory. GPU is currently at 55%, all things considered with Streamlabs and Warframe.
You must provide cover for a lone Tenno operative. Set off the alarms and keep the infested busy.
Alright. I'm gonna hold off on opening that up just yet. I'm gonna check to see. Just gonna go around and collect some items here. Oh right, I also have it set to friends only, so it's just gonna be me on this one. So, okay, there's only one place to kind of go to here.
A steady stream of toxic spores is being released into the area. Hold on. Emergency life support is inbound. Fallen enemies will drop crucial life support. Be on the lookout.
Oh, 2 organ cells, nice.
Tenno, prepare for life support.
Yeah, take care of these guys. There we go. Okay, so
I've delivered a life support capsule to the area. Activating it will buy you more time.
let's go back to over here because this is where a lot of the I haven't gotten a whole lot of resources yet, I know. I haven't used Pilfering Swarm yet, but I want to find a good spot for a bottleneck. I'll try to kind of keep it fairly close by, but so far I haven't found a good one. Yeah, this works.
I've delivered another life support capsule.
Alright. Okay, so we're holding steady at around 80% for CPU and memory. 85%. About 2 gigabytes worth of um, of memory being used right at the moment.
30-second warning.
GPU's at standing at 100%. There's no change on that, so.
Our operative is making progress. This will help our cause. When you need it, extraction is ready. Spore saturation is nearing critical mass. After that point, no amount of life support will save you.
I'm just checking out the values here, there, folks. I'm just kind of keeping an eye on the, um, am I, where my memory stands, where my CPU stands, uh, GPU and all that. So, I need to give myself some more energy. That is a lot of life support. Okay.
Eyes open. There's glass resonance in your neighborhood. Cephalites. Time to smash some glass.
Wait,
Spores have almost completely saturated the atmosphere. You need
what
to
the?
get out of there.
What happened to all this?
They're tough, but no glass is
Does life supports go away after a short period of time? There was such a huge amount there. Or do they get destroyed by... Did they get destroyed by like the that one creature's spit or something like that? I'll have to kind of keep an eye out for that. Okay, that's still there, so
Spore saturation is nearing critical mass. After that point, no amount of life support will save you. We will all share in this bounty. Hold out as long as you can.
okay. That guy's dead. And keep an eye on that life support capsule right there because that's see if it kind of despawns or gets destroyed somehow or something like that. Hmm.
The spores have almost completely saturated the atmosphere. You need to get out of there.
Still doing okay. Okay, we are still seeing about 8% across the board. Let's see, about 45% CPU from Streamlabs, about 25% or so um, from Warframe on the CPU.
Spore saturation is
Um,
critical mass.
we have 1.5 gigs memory for Warframe, about 800% or 800 megs from uh, uh, for Streamlabs. Get rid of those guys. Alright. There we go. We're seeing about like an average of 7.5 usage from Streamlabs on the GPU and about 80% on average for Warframe. So
The longer you fight, the more successful we will be.
oh shit. I didn't mean to do that. They actually hit 5.
Critical mass. After that point, no amount of life support will save you.
That was interesting having the life supports at you know, on the ceiling. There we go. 80%. Go and up once again. Look at all that mess. They're all being affected up there. You can go away. You too.
The spores have almost completely saturated the atmosphere. You need to get out of there.
Back to 100%. Ooh, two more organ cells. Nice. Okay. Need that extra energy. Go away. Grab, grab. Alright. About the same amount of CPU memory. There hasn't really been any like major changes or anything along those lines, so
Spore saturation is nearing critical mass. After that point, no amount of life support will save you. Look what our Tenno operative just found. They could not do this without you.
still holding strong. Oh, wrong one. Get rid of some of these guys here. Hmm. There we go. Keep that going.
The spores have almost completely saturated the atmosphere. You need to get out of there.
Almost lost a lot of energy that way. Oh. Need more energy here, guys. Oh, oh, oh.
The spores have almost completely saturated the atmosphere. You need to get out of there.
Still doing pretty good. Need some more energy. That was a huge leap.
Spore saturation is nearing critical mass.
Don't really have a whole lot of...
Support will save you.
Not a whole lot of, not a whole lot of life supports that time around. But I'm not doing a whole lot of damage to these guys either, so...
Bounty. Hold out as long as you can. Spore saturation is nearing critical mass. After that point, no amount of life support will save you.
Alright. Time to use a, only... I was only a little... Oh! You caught me in midair! Damn it, go away.
Life support has been replenished.
That only was like restoring about 30% or so. There we go.
Life support has been replenished. Additional life support has arrived.
Look at that mess.
The spores have almost completely saturated the atmosphere. You need to get out of there.
Alright.
Another life support capsule is now available.
There you go.
fight, the more successful we will be. Additional life support has arrived.
Oh boy. I don't have any energy. That guy just drained it all from me. Alright, time to go. Normally, this is about the right about time for me to kind of, that I can kind of last on these kind of levels, about 30 minutes or so, so. Oh, oh, come on. Here we go. Time to go. Four organ cells. Let's see. 7,000 alloy plate. That's nice. That's nice. So here's the thing that kind of weirds me out a little bit. So based off of what I'm seeing here, okay. Now I'm not super smart, guys. Okay, but just understand this, okay. Um, my computer has 8 gigs worth of memory on its RAM. Right now, I'm seeing about, if I'm rounding up, about 2 gigs worth of memory being used. And Task Manager is saying that that's 77% of my total memory usage. Now, I mean, there's other programs that are also like in the background, but not nearly as much. They're not like, 2 gigs worth of data being usage. Okay, a lot of it's like, 0.5 megabytes. So not much at all. So where's the, I can maybe see another gig maybe, when you look at all the other applications that are kind of being used. But my top 3 right now are Warframe, Streamlabs, and Steam. Warframe and Streamlabs is doing, um, roughly about 2 gigs worth of data, and Steam is at 100 megabytes. So maybe a gig, maybe 2. That would probably be about 4 gigs worth of memory. That would be at 50%. So why is it showing 78% memory usage? I don't know. That's what kind of throws me off about it sometimes. Um, so I don't know. Maybe there's some extra programs being used in the background that you don't really see. I mean, that's totally possible. There's 10 more minutes left of my normal stream here for folks, and um, Mark 5 mods and resources. Is that a... No, that's a new one. Okay. So as much as I would love to continue with the helmet, I'm having a lot of, I'm having a hard time with it right now. Um, there's a lot of particle effects still being used there, that I don't know why they're not I don't know why they're not disappearing. Um, it seems like the planet itself is just a huge um, drain on CPU um, and RAM right at this point in time, and my system just can't take it at this point. So I think the last 10 minutes we're just gonna go and see what recipes we still have left to work on at our dojo, because I mean there's still plenty left. We still got the hammer, which 5,000 mutagen samples. I only have 450. Okay. Um, we also have this one, which um, don't have enough pustules or tack rounds or whatnot, so can't do anything about that there. So nothing in the biolab that we can do. So let's see. The Grenier Lab. We have the ammo restore, which I mean I don't really need all that much, and don't have any gallows rods or null stones to contribute anyway, so not much I can really do about that. Sorry, I'm adjusting myself. Let's see. Then we have this one, which need 20k of Kratic, and only got about 7,000 worth. So, yeah, that's gonna be a while. Right. Energy Lab. Let's see. We got the Energy Restore, which don't really have all the parts for that. Kestrels and Festnals. Getting a little bit more field run samples, so probably donate some of that. Same with this one here. Alright. Nothing to contribute there. And we have this one with 500 field run samples still left to do, so don't have enough there, so nothing that I can do there. And we got this one, which requires the recaster neural relay, which I don't have one, so nothing I can do about that. Nothing I can do in here. No extra nothing that I can kind of start research on about these, so nothing I can do about that because we're still in armistice. Or if they're ever going to change that around or anything. And all these are, construct the solar rail, you know, do Solar Rail Alliance. Yeah, none of that is available, so nothing I can do about that for right now. And then we have the Tenno Lab. And there was quite a few things that still needed to be worked on here. So I'll need the Synthula in order to get to the STEM research. But the Synthula requires the Vitreous Essence, which is something that you can only get through arbitration. So yeah. Let's see. What about you? Anything here that I can kind of contribute? Nope. Okay. Let's see. What about you? All right. We still have to try to find these Geomag, Atmo, and repeller systems. You know what? I'm curious about that. Where can I find those? You know, that they haven't come up in a in just kind of roaming around. So aromatic systems. Um, Profit Taker Bounty. Is that the only place that you can get them? Fox Solaris. Purchased from Little Duck. At the brink of hand. Okay, so in other words, these are all these seem like all Fox Solaris bounty items. And Profit Taker Bounty. Profit Taker Bounty. Okay, so if I want to get any of these for the Grab Mag research, then I need to go and do some bounties on Fortuna. Dokie then. This is also something necessary on Fortuna, so what we got here? Oxium. That's still something that you don't really get a whole lot of, so nothing I can do about that. And what about you? Another 3,000, 4,000, I guess you might say, of Oxium, so not much I can really do about that. Alright, so I own that. And I just built I just acquired these, but I don't actually own them yet. So let's go ahead and replicate these. Okay. Let's see, we've already mastered these guys, so I don't need to worry about them. Let's see, one owned, mastered. Let's see, owned. Don't have that one yet, so let's go ahead and grab that. Mastered, 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 owned, owned, mastered, mastered, lock pen research. Okay. Don't really see that as a necessity right at the moment, so we're gonna ignore that. Mastered, owned, mastered, 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 owned, mastered, 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 Kate, mastered, owned, owned, owned. Okay. That's it on that. Okay. Let's go through the rest of the labs and find the ones that I don't actually have purchased yet. Okay. Don't really need to worry about that. Mastered, mastered, owned, 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 mastered. Okay, mastered. Crafted, but not mastered. Okay. Owned, crafted, mastered. Okay. Owned, crafted, mastered, owned. Okay. Owned, owned, owned. Mastered. Oh, right, okay. Unowned already, so we're done there. Okay, let's see. Mastered, owned, 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 mastered. Mastered, owned, owned, mastered. Okay, all done there. Okay. Owned, 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 mastered. Owned, 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 owned. Okay, so that is it. That's everything that we can get so far. So, okay, guys. This is where we're gonna go ahead and call it here. Apologies on the uh, interruption midway through. Um, Not much I could have really done about it. Um, my CPU memory is still around 8% or hanging around 80%, so um, GPU's at its max, so yeah, we're interesting times right at this point in time. Interesting difficulties. So, but that is where we're gonna go ahead and leave on off on this. So all these videos will be uploaded to my YouTube channel, so feel free to check that out. Again, apologies on yesterday's stream. Um, because of the fact that my computer pretty much crashed altogether. I couldn't do anything concerning it. My video corrupted, and I'm basically having to download the version from Twitch, which isn't always best. It's gonna have some problems with it, so apologies on that. Wish I could have saved it, but I couldn't. So um, we're hoping. Oh, why am I saying we're? Um, I'm hoping that things will kind of change around. Things will look a little bit better. I gotta keep on believing that. I gotta keep on hoping for that. Gotta keep on uh, pushing forward through it all. So, um, so thank you for those of you that still support me, that continue to come back and watch. Um, Jedi Stab. Um, Thank you for stopping on by. Swab, thank you for stopping on by. Appreciate it. Um, or Swag, I should say. Not Swab. What am I doing? So thank you for coming on by. I really do appreciate when you guys do stop on in and say hi. It really does mean a lot for me. It really does. So hopefully I'll keep on seeing you in the future. Tomorrow will be my World of Warships gameplay, so um, keep an eye out for that. Um, But yeah, that's where we're gonna go ahead and leave on off there. So you'll find these videos on my YouTube channel, so there's a link down below for that. You'll also find links to my Discord, my Patreon, and my Twitter account down below on my Twitch channel, as well as in the description of my YouTube videos. So feel free to check those out. Um, really do me a whole lot of good on that. If you can, you know, help me out there if you can. Um, I have a schedule of everything that I do down below on my Twitch channel. So if you're interested in seeing any of the games that I play as well as my Coney streams, then feel free to stop on by during those times on those days and say hi in the chat if you do or don't. It's perfectly fine if you just want to lurk. Um, I also know, just to let you know, I do the stream daily from 2 to 6 p.m. PST, so feel free to stop on by during those times. Say hi if you want to. Um, and I will chat with you then, okay? So, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. Hopefully I'll catch you next time. But until then, have a good night. Stay healthy, stay safe. I'll catch you strangers next time.